Melissa Mays says the ominous change in the water was particularly noticeable at bath times.
My youngest would tell me, Mom, it's yellow and it's a filmy, gross, foamy thing, and it would smell like open sewer. But we were being told we're still getting used to the new system. It's safe. It's okay.
But it wasn't okay. Far from it. Flint's tap water was laced with dangerous levels of lead. The state knew about it and did nothing.
These past few years, it seems as though every day there has been a new scandal or conflict coming across our computers and cell phone screens. And in effect, it's made it hard to remember all the major events in the past few years. I mean, seriously, even in 2020 alone, can you remember all the major events? No? Yeah, me neither. But we're going to take it even further back and talk about an event that held headlines for months, spawned countless documentaries and research papers, and still has an open investigation being pursued today. This is Revisiting Flint, Michigan.
Flint was broke. It had lost about half its population after the car factories closed. It had $1.1 billion in unfunded pension costs. It had to cut half its police force. Michigan had a solution called emergency managers.
Now he's been appointed by the governor to turn around Flint's finances. Mike, welcome.
These managers can make cost-cutting measures without the normal political procedure.
I think what we have to do is look at the expense side first. There could be services that we can no longer provide in the city.
And they decided the city could save money on water. Flint would stop buying water from Detroit and join a new regional water system. And as a temporary measure, Flint would use water from the Flint River.
The Flint River, which runs through the heart of the city, has served as the unofficial waste disposal for that city, with all those booming industries, and even was the disposal of raw sewage. It is not a surprise that this river is rumored to have caught on fire twice.
I'm already dying from my health issues, but y'all gonna kill me even quicker.
It didn't take long before Flint residents started complaining that something was wrong with the water.
Dogs and cats are dying. The tomatoes were turning black.
My water comes out of my faucet smelling like it came out of someone's butt.
General Motors took its local auto plant off Flint Water because it was corroding engine parts, and filtered water coolers were installed in the state office building. And then the truth came out. In addition to disease-causing bacteria and even carcinogens, Flint's drinking water was loaded with lead.
On the heels of the releases of the test results in 2015 showcasing elevated lead levels in Flint's water and its children, local residents joined with the NRDC to petition the EPA to take action. The EPA failed to take action.
The DEQ spokesman,
Department of
Environmental Quality, called me an unfortunate researcher, that I was causing near hysteria. The governor's office spokesperson said that I was splicing and dicing numbers.
But that wasn't the end of the fight. In 2016, a coalition of citizens and groups, including Flint resident Melissa Mays, sued the city and state officials in order to secure safe drinking water for the Flint residents. In March 2016, the coalition filed a motion to ensure that all residents would receive free bottled water through delivery and free installation of their filters. And holy shit, it actually worked. In November 2016, the judge sided with the Flint residents and ordered the implementation of door-to-door delivery of bottled water to every home that didn't have a properly installed and maintained faucet filter.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Are you waiving the formal reading of the rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're living in the state of Michigan right now, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Former Governor Rick Snyder faces a judge on charges in connection to the Flint Water criminal investigation. Thank you for joining us this noon. I'm Rhonda Walker. The former governor said little as he was arraigned this morning in Flint. The video that you see is from the Genesee County Jail this morning, where Snyder arrived with his attorney. Snyder is the first Michigan governor or former governor to be charged with a crime for alleged conduct while in office.
Nick Lyon will be held over for trial. He will face charges of involuntary manslaughter related to the deaths of 2 men. He will also face a charge of misconduct in office. Judge David Grogan said prosecutors have presented sufficient evidence that Lyon failed to notify the public in a timely manner about a deadly Legionnaire's disease outbreak during the Flint water crisis.
Well, according to the experts, the water is as safe to drink as any city in Michigan. But many residents don't want to drink it, and this distrust isn't just a class issue, as per usual for crises like this. That's what we're dealing with Distrust seems to be a theme of these past few years, and why shouldn't there be? I mean, to cover a $25 million deficit, our leaders put its citizens in a crisis that would end up costing them north of $400 million. A federal judge granted preliminary approval Thursday to a $641 million deal that would benefit Flint residents who were harmed by the water. And this isn't just about the money. This type of attention and resources could help other claims come out and let the voices of Flint be heard so that not only personal damage can be met, but the city's economic conditions could potentially change. Both myself and members of the Blackboard Collective believe this is the most important part of this movement. What was once a booming city of economic opportunity for all classes was tossed aside for cheaper imports and left to fend for themselves. This crisis, although tragic, could help highlight some important and, more importantly, neglected issues for this city. So instead of asking what our audience thinks, people of Flint, what do you think? No, more importantly, what do you want? No. More importantly, what do you need?